How was your weekend, Cirilla?
I'll be honest, I've been stressed out since Friday after Marty told me about some schedule changes that are coming up.
Hmm, I didn't get that email.
Well, neither did I. But Marty says the word is everyone in the office will have to start coming in for 2 days a week. I'm just not ready for that.
I can understand that.
Here you have a situation which is actually quite classic, where an email is sent out to a few people, but not everyone. And it creates a lot of uncertainty and almost chaos, right? And you saw that Sarita talking to Ali about, I don't know what to do. So that's the level of anxiety that exists in the workplace today. So what happens a lot when you get an email like that, and then somebody else shares that email or shares the content of the email, it kind of just exacerbates, right? Because people misinterpret what the intent was. They're not quite sure. So it just creates further uncertainty rather than, deep clarity, which is what we need today.
Kim's freaking out. She told me she's going to confront Conrad on it today.
You know, you can talk to Conrad too, right?
Another interesting stat that's kind of scary is that only 1 in 10 of employees feel safe to go to their boss today. So bosses and managers really have to step up here and really lean in and make sure that, approach both men and women in a very empathetic way and make sure that we stand in their shoes and really hear them out so that they feel heard and understood. And then be flexible in how we treat that, because there are some employees who want to have a hybrid type of situation and not be face-to-face in the office. And, there's a lot of concern about safety, etc. We'll go into that more as we continue these nudges. But keep in mind that it really is a huge role here of the boss, how we as supervisors or bosses set the tone for empathy, calmness, inclusiveness, and really listen.
I just don't want to make a big scene and start crying or something.
I get it.
You also see Cirilla saying, I don't want to pry, and I don't want to, be emotional or cry. Right? There is a gender difference here. Men tend to kind of just suck it up and just, put one foot in front of the other, and women tend to implode. They tend to internalize, and that often gets misinterpreted as women not being able to handle this, when women can absolutely handle it. It's just that the way women de-stress and deal with ambiguity is different than what men do. In these situations, communicating through email can be very limiting in many ways. One is that people lack the context. They lack your intention, where you're coming from. And they'll tend to misread it sometimes, that it's a defensive email or an angry email when it just isn't. Right? So communication is going to have to be really, really high touch approach to how we communicate directly. I mean, you don't have to be face to face, but certainly get on the phone, get on a Zoom call, and just do make that extra effort. Emails and copying everybody in an email can create a lot of chaos, and that's not what we need right now.